Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intervlog. I say this is Intervlog, and I am here once more. I'm here because there is one important information that I brought you today, and this information is a beautiful one. You will be wondering, what is the information all about? Well, I am going straight to the point. The information is to let you know that Ibrahim Traore is not the leader of Burkina Faso. There is someone leading Burkina Faso, and that person is not the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso either. For you to know who is leading Burkina Faso, you will have to watch this video from the beginning to the end. Because Ibrahim Traore is following a template of someone else. And that template is very organized and beautiful template. This is the type of template that every African leader is supposed to emulate. And the template is what Ibrahim Traore is following. In short, Ibrahim Traore today is not viewing himself as the commander-in-chief. He is not viewing himself as the president. And that is the reason I say he is not the president. He is viewing himself as a captain, and to prove it, he had refused to collect salaries as president, but continued to collect salary as when he was promoted as captain some years ago. But he is the only president right now in the world that is not collecting salary as president because he does not want to be president. Why? Because he believed that he is not the one ruling Burkina Faso. And that person ruling Burkina Faso is the one who laid the template. And Ibrahim Traore, being a smart man, said, This template is what I will follow. Watch this video till the end, and you'll tell me who is actually ruling Burkina Faso. Let's go. Ouagadougou, the Prime Minister on the footsteps of Captain Thomas Sankara at the October 2nd roundabout. We are here to finish what Captain Thomas Sankara started. We are here to continue and deepen what he had undertaken. So this day, October 2nd, and at the same time, the beginning of the second phase of the days of patriotic engagement and citizen participation, which is very symbolic for us. That is why we came to materialize our support for what Captain Thomas Sankara has undertaken and our willingness to continue his work. The homeland, or we perish. Accomplishments of the Traoré government in Burkina Faso by Thomas Sankara Center for African Liberation and Unity. Who is Prime Minister Apollinaire Kyelem de Tambela? Burkina Faso cheered and celebrated at the news of Apollinaire Kyelem de Tambela's appointment to office as Prime Minister on October 21st, 2022. While there are many new faces and figures in Burkinabe politics right now, Kyelem de Tambela is a familiar face to many Burkinabe who have known him for decades. In other circumstances, this label may be given out too freely, but Kyelem de Tambela has rightfully earned the title of Sankarist, as demonstrated by his own background. As a student in France in the 1980s, Prime Minister Kyelem de Tambela founded the Committee for the Defense of the Revolution, CDR, in Nice, Côte d'Azur, to defend and financially support the revolutionary struggle waged by Sankara and the Burkinabe masses. During this period, he also organized with left-wing groups, the National Union of Students of France, National Union of Students, UNEF, and the Union of Communist Students, UEC. As an author, lawyer, and academic, his magnum opus is Thomas Sankara et la Révolution au Burkina Faso, une expérience de développement autocentré, a 500-page book in which he details the history and philosophy of the Burkinabe Revolution. He cites Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah, Cheikh Anta Diop, Frantz Fanon, George Padmore, Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, Vladimir Lenin, Eduardo Galeano, and Samir Amin, among others. President Traoré and ministers decreased their salaries. Shortly after his appointment, one of Prime Minister Kyelem de Tambela's first actions was to call for a lowering of the president's and various ministers' salaries. He famously declared, "I have already said that Burkina Faso cannot be developed outside the line drawn by Thomas Sankara." while former President Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba increased his salary and those of the ministers during his short term in office, the current president Ibrahim Traore has opted out of any presidential salary. Instead, Traoré has decided to keep the same salary that he had as a military captain in order to show this spirit of sacrifice which must inhabit each Burkinabe in the current situation of our country. Meanwhile, during the month of November, the ministers gave up 50% of their salaries to the National Solidarity Fund, which goes to help disadvantaged Burkinabe, especially internally displaced people. As all of this was unfolding, the main question on everyone's mind was whether or not the government would finally fulfill the desire of the masses by following in Mali's footsteps and abandoning the French Précaré backyard. The courageous actions of the Assimi Goïta administration in Mali completely transformed the atmosphere of the Sahel, and the people across the sub-region have become tireless upon seeing the new possibility that has emerged with Mali's escape from the Western camp. In early December, we saw the first clues as to the direction of this new administration. On December 3rd, 2022, a government communiqué announced the suspension of French state-sponsored media Radio France International, RFI, until further notice. RFI, along with French state-sponsored media, France 24, has similarly been banned in Mali since March 17, 2022. France 24 would also run into trouble with the Traoré administration in Burkina Faso. On January 23, 2023, a correspondent from France 24 was summoned before the Council of Superior Communication, CSC. The outcome of this convocation and the long-term relationship between the administration and the popular French media outlet remains to be seen. In the meantime, the administration has provided a definitive response to the questions raised by the masses through two key actions: the demand for the departure of the ambassador to Burkina Faso, Luc Halad, and the expulsion of the French troops by the end of February. On January 2nd, 2023, Minister of Communication Jean-Emmanuel Ouedraogo confirmed that the government of Burkina Faso demanded the departure of French ambassador Luc Halad. While not an end to a diplomatic relationship with France, the call signaled a changing order which was confirmed by the end of the month. After over a year of mass mobilizations and several years of grassroots struggle, the much-awaited moment finally came. On January 18, 2023, it was officially confirmed that the Traoré government had given the French troops 1 month to evacuate from Burkina Faso, ending the military agreement signed between Burkina Faso and France in 2018. On February 20th, 2023, it was confirmed that the French troops had evacuated Burkina Faso, living in a multipolar world. The people of Burkina Faso are well aware that the world is rapidly changing. While collaboration with Western countries such as the United States, Canada, and states within the European Union has long been seen as the only option on the table, new options are emerging in an increasingly multipolar world. Various grassroots Pan-African organizations in Burkina Faso have been calling for a closer relationship with Russia, an emerging world power that, unlike France, does not have a history of covert regime change operations or monetary and economic domination in Africa. On December 7th, 2022, Prime Minister Kyelem de Tambela visited Russia to meet with officials. During an interview with RT, Kyelem de Tambela stated that Burkina Faso would like to ally with Russia and would also like a stronger relationship with Russia in other areas such as trade, culture, transport, and health. In his words, "We would like Russia to take its rightful place as a great nation in my country because there is an experience of Russia and we would like it to share that with us." In a similar vein, Prime Minister Kyelem de Tambela met with Iranian Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Ali Bagheri on January 20th, 2023, during his visit to Ouagadougou. The two ministers discussed the various ways in which their countries could strengthen their relationship. They agreed to form a joint Iran-Burkina Faso commission with a session in Ouagadougou in the near future. Prime Minister Kyelem de Tambela was also invited to visit Tehran. He furthermore proposed the creation of an airline between Tehran and Ouagadougou, which would make the capital of Burkina Faso a sub-regional hub for Air Iran. While much of the conversation revolved around military collaboration, Minister Bagheri also stated, "Our two countries have the firm will to strengthen their relations in various fields, more particularly in the economic, political, and health fields." In the near future, the new ambassador of the Republic of Iran will move to Ouagadougou. Also, Burkina Faso has decided to reopen its embassy in Tehran. Looking up to Sankara, Sékou Touré, and Modibo Keïta towards the Pan-African Federation. Ouagadougou, the Prime Minister on the footsteps of Captain Thomas Sankara at the October 2nd roundabout. We are here to finish what Captain Thomas Sankara started. We are here to continue and deepen what he had undertaken. So this day, October 2nd, and at the same time, the beginning of the second phase of the days of patriotic engagement and citizen participation, which is very symbolic for us. That is why we came to materialize our support for what Captain Thomas Sankara has undertaken and our willingness to continue his work. The homeland, or we perish. Accomplishments of the Traoré government in Burkina Faso by Thomas Sankara Center for African Liberation and Unity. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog, same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.